Hi everyone, I am Katie Crea on YouTube and on Instagram, and I basically make videos about sewing. I have started very recently, so you will probably only see a couple of videos on my channel, and I only have probably one subscriber, who is my husband. I know this is going to be a running joke, but I love this joke, so I'll carry on. I'm basically making this quick video to tell you little bit about my trip to the Stitch Festival today. So the reason why I'm filming this video now is because first of all, I will forget about everything I bought today by tomorrow morning. I will forget where I bought them, how much it was, why did I buy it in the first place. Everything will be forgotten by tomorrow. So I thought, let me do it while I'm remembering half of it. And talk to you about the few things I bought during the festival. The Stitch Festival is an amazing show that is happening twice a year in London. So the one in March, which is the one I went to today, is called the Stitch Festival, and then you have the knitting and stitching show around September, October time, which is in a different location, which is Alexandra Palace. Everyone calling it Ali Pali, but I believe it's Alexandra Palace. I was basically focused on looking at the fabrics and talking to people rather than actually filming. So I did take a few pictures and I did film bits and bobs. And I will either insert this here as I'm talking, or it will basically be a little vlog that I will add at some point during the video. I'm not decided yet, but if you've watched my first video, if you've managed to watch my first video because the sound was awful and the light was not great, etc., etc. If you watch my first video, I have said that I'm basically a full-time mum and I work full-time, so editing videos, unfortunately, is not a priority. So I really hope it'll be nice to watch, and I'll manage to do something nice. I'm going to do my best anyway. So I really love going to this festival. I went to both shows in 2022, and it was a disaster for my bank account. I definitely thought at the end of the second show in October that I needed professional help because, sorry, this is the police car. I definitely thought that I had bought way too many fabrics. I mean, in 2022, I had barely started sewing, especially the March show. I don't think I had sewn one garment when I went to the show in March. So I was just buying fabrics because I thought they look really pretty. Yeah, I would see a fabric and I would think, oh, this is so pretty. And I wouldn't think, what is it that I'm going to make with this fabric, or what kind of garments would be nice in this fabric. I didn't even know what type of colors suited me. I didn't even know what type of garments suited me. I did buy a few fabrics, but nowhere near what I did in 22. And the reason why I didn't go to the show last year was because of 2022. Yeah, there was too much money spent in 2022, so I just could not afford to do that again in 2023. But now it's 2024. I have said to my husband, don't worry, I won't spend as much as I did in 2022. He's a little bit traumatized, bless him, which I get. And I was very good, actually. I spent half of what I would have spent if this was 2022. So I was very, very pleased with myself. Still quite a lot. I wish I could just go to these shows and just buy one fabric. But that is never going to happen. And I started really well, I'll tell you about my day in a minute. Before I carry on, I am going to tell you what I'm wearing, because I had a few compliments today, actually, about this lovely make. I will put some pictures, probably a video, of my make. Is one of my recent make. It is the Tilly and the Button Billie jumper, which I really, really like. So I made the gathered sleeves, and I basically lengthen it because I'm quite tall, so I wanted sort of like a dress rather than a jumper dress. It's actually longer than the recommended length for the dress version of the Billie jumper. So yeah, I made it a lot longer, and I really like it that way. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. So I basically went to the show this morning. I left my house probably about 9ish, and I made it just before 11 because there was a few issues on the way to the Business Design Centre. But let's not talk about London's tube and weekends works, you know. So anyway, I made it and it was really nice. I met up with a friend that I'm basically met during a workshop when I went to the Ali Pali show back in October 22, and it was lovely to meet up with her. So we met up around just before 11 at the entrance, and then we spent an hour and a half walking around. And initially we had thought, let's have a look around and then have lunch and then rationalize why we need the fabrics we've just seen, and hopefully by the time we're back we'll be fed and we'll be like, yeah, we don't need that anymore. You can imagine this did not work out. If anything, it gave me more energy to go around and have a look at all the fabrics, because I was so hungry in the morning that actually I couldn't really think. I was like, my head was spinning. There was a lot of people. I forgot how busy Saturdays are at this show. So I normally take the Thursday or the Friday off. That's what I do. And I didn't want to do that this time. I just thought, I'm going to spend so much money on fabric. I'm not going to take a day off on top of that, you know, like taking a day off to go and empty my bank account. But actually, I'm going to do that when I go to Ali Pali in October, because I don't want to be squashed and, surrounded by so many people while I'm trying to have a full conversation in my brain about why I need the fabric I'm about to buy, you know. I need peace and quiet to focus on that. But no, it was lovely. We met a few sewing bee contestants, which was really great. So I'll put a few pictures as I'm talking. It was so nice to do a little bit of fangirling. That was really, really fun. I did enjoy that. So we had lunch. We had a lovely lunch just over the road, really. We didn't go too far. We only had 7 hours. So we had lunch, which was lovely. And then we came back and I was just ready for it. You know, I had all the energy I needed now, and I just dived into it. I did actually buy one fabric just before lunchtime. So if I go I'm going to go, I think, in chronological order. It'll be a lot easier. So the first fabric I bought was, I think it's a rayon. That's why I'm making this video now. It was from Rosenberg and Son, which I'm sure a lot of you know if you go to this show, because I believe it is quite a big name in the fabric world. M. Rosenberg and Son. I'm just going to look down to make sure I pronounce the name of the shop correctly. This fabric is absolutely beautiful. Rosenberg and Son have beautiful fabrics. Honestly, I love their selection, but I could not resist. As soon as he started cutting out this fabric, everyone went for it. When I say everyone, we all basically jumped on it. And it is this beautiful, it's a rayon, I can't remember rayon what, but I don't think, is it rayon viscose? I can't remember. I'm really sorry. But look at this gorgeousness. It is so beautiful. I think it is the right color you're seeing. There's a little bit of a shimmering. You call it shimmering? Shimmer? Not sure. But it's beautiful. I'm going to try to remember not to put this on me because of the mic, and I've just touched the mic now, so you must have heard a really bad sound. I really apologise. But I think it would look beautiful as a long dress. I've not decided which dress, but at least I know it's going to be a dress. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, oh, a skirt would be nice. At least I know what type of project. You know, I don't necessarily have to know what pattern. This would be better if I knew what pattern, but that's basically asking way too much. You know, there's nothing rational about me buying fabrics at all when my flat is full of it, you know. So, but I think it's gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. So that's the first fabric I bought just before lunch. You know, I had no more calories in my body and I just wanted to eat, basically. But I saw this and this was, I just could not let that go before I went out to have lunch. When we came back from our lovely lunch, I went to Pigeon Wishes. I'm not sure it was Pigeon Wishes first. It doesn't really matter. And I bought these lovely, lovely buttons. Look at them. They are so pretty. I think they look gorgeous. They're so pretty. They've got all these little colours, which means I can basically use any fabric really. Look at this, you've got all the colours in them. They are so, so cute. I don't know if you can really see. I think you can see. They're quite big. I think they're 2.5 centimeters, maybe. I'm not too sure. They're quite big. They're lovely. I love them. I'm definitely going to use them. I don't know yet in which project, but I think they were just so pretty. I just had to have them. I bought as well. The other buttons I bought were from Ethel Joan. Do you say Ethel? Ethel Joan? I think you do. And it's basically for a project that I'm going to be hopefully sewing this week. I've got this lovely fabric from Pound Fabrics. I think it looks very pretty. And I wanted buttons for the back of the dress. And I found those little lovely buttons from Ethel Joan. So you can see my ring light now, sorry. They are really, really, really pretty. Really like them. And I think they go really well with this fabric. I think this looks very nice. Yeah, I really like that. And yeah, I was very pleased because the nutter that I am forgot to bring a piece of fabric to find the buttons that basically match the colours. But I think this is great. I think this looks very nice. So yeah, I was very happy with those buttons. I also bought Tilly and the Buttons pattern. She was doing two patterns for £30, and my friend wanted the latest trousers that has been released. I think it's the Thea trousers. And I had been eyeing on this dress for so long, and you know this pattern. You've either sewn it already or you have it in your stash. It is the Lyra dress. I'm saying the Lyra dress. I'm pronouncing that in French. I'm so tired, guys. It's so late. I should be in bed. I should be sleeping. The Lyra dress by Tilly and the Buttons, which everyone knows, which I don't need to say much about because everyone has sewn it. Everyone loves it. I've been eyeing it for too long, and I thought, you know what? Let's just go for it. And I have a few fabrics I can think of that I could use for this pattern, so I'm very pleased I got that. So that was for the bits and bobs that were not fabrics. Now we're going to go back to fabric. I went to Rainbow Fabrics, and unfortunately I didn't see anything I really like. I mean, I'm saying unfortunately, maybe fortunately, I didn't see anything that I really like on the rolls, but they had a couple of boxes, actually 3 or 4 boxes of remnants that were £4 a metre. And I found this really, really nice. I think it's a viscose. Yeah, it feels like a viscose. Lovely cream and black fabric, which I can definitely see myself making a cami top with, for example. I think in terms of pattern, I know there is a closet pattern one. I think it's closet pattern. I can't remember. I'll put pictures if I can remember which one I'm talking about. I don't have this pattern actually. I also have a Mimi G style book where there is a camisole pattern, so I might make that one actually. I think this would be very cute in that. So that's what I'm planning on making with this because I only got 1.5 meters. That was all that was left. The other remnant I picked up from those boxes was this lovely cotton. It's a cotton fabric and it's like this safari theme fabric. I think it looks very, very cute. My husband might want a shirt actually. I thought about that later on. You might want a shirt out of this fabric, and if not, I can always make trousers, like trousers and a top for my little one. I think that would be very, very cute. Yeah, I love this fabric, and it was only £4 a metre, so I got a couple of meters. And then I have got 3 more fabrics. So I have told you about Rosenberg and Rainbow Fabric. The next shop I went to was, and I forgot their names now. Give me 2 secs. I found it. I had lost my little show map. So the next shop I went to was the Montreux Fabrics. So in French, you would say Montreux. And I don't know if they're French, but the people I spoke to spoke like English, like any English person. So I'm not too sure. I should have asked actually. So Montreux Fabrics in English. They had a lovely, lovely viscose fabric that I could not. I mean, at first I was not going to pick it because it was the end of the day. I had no money left. I was exhausted. I couldn't get it out of my head. And when that happens, you don't want to go home without taking this fabric with you. Don't listen to me. It's this lovely viscose fabric, which I absolutely love. I think you can see the right colour. I love it so much. It is so drapey. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love this fabric. The colour is not quite right on the screen. I think it's not as bright. It's hard to describe, but it is gorgeous. I love it. What I'm thinking in terms of patterns is I forgot the name now. I'm going to put the picture and I'll probably put the name if I can't remember. But it is a true bias pattern. Here you go, true bias pattern. And I forgot the name of the dress, but I will put the picture and the name of the dress as well, because right now I cannot remember. It's a lovely dress. I love this dress so much. It is beautiful, and I think this would be really, really nice in this fabric. So let me know what you think, actually. Let me know if you've got other ideas. I'm definitely keen to know what you think. And the last two fabrics, I got them from Roy's Material World, which I have shopped from before. I think I got a viscose from them a couple of years ago. I've actually shopped from all the people I've mentioned except Montreux Fabrics. They're the only one I've not shopped from. Yes, because I've definitely shopped from Rainbow Fabrics. I've shopped from Rosenberg when I've been to both shows in 22. The only shop I didn't buy anything from, which is definitely worth mentioning because I love their fabrics, is Lily Fabrics. They've got beautiful fabrics, a lot of cotton fabrics. I really, really like them. Check them out if you're interested in cotton fabrics. They do really nice cotton fabrics. They do other type of fabrics as well. The last couple of fabrics, as I said, are from Roy's Material World. They had a beautiful selection of viscose fabrics. I literally could not choose. It was so hard. There were more and more people hovering around me, and I thought, oh my God, make a decision, quick. I love this fabric. It is beautiful. Look at this. It definitely has some like gold sort of, I don't know if you call it gold shimmering. I've no idea, but you can see that is very bright, and you've got all those little like golden dots all over. It is beautiful. I only have 2 meters and a bit, and I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of this one, to be honest. I just thought it looked really pretty. So on this fabric, on this particular one, I think it's the only one. Everything else I have an idea, or at least a type of garment, but this one I'm not too sure. I'm very tall, so 2 meters is not enough for a dress, or it'll be a really short dress. It's quite wide though, but I can probably see like maybe a tunic, or like a small, or like a little, maybe another camisole. I don't know. I like it. It's really pretty, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to make out of it. I think it's a beautiful fabric, or a shirt. I was thinking maybe a shirt would be nice. Yeah, or anyway, if you have any idea, definitely put them down below. That would be so helpful. And then last but not least is probably the most expensive fabric I bought today, which was £13 a metre. So one thing about me, I cannot spend more than £15 per metre. I psychologically, it hurts me too much. I mean, if I could, I would 100% do it. I just think it's too much. That's my personal limit. That's the limit I basically go by, put it that way. So normally I tend to buy fabrics between £6 and £10 a metre, and that's roughly the prices of all these people I've mentioned. They have more expensive fabrics, of course, but you can definitely find fabrics that are between £6 and £8 a metre, especially viscose fabrics, 100%. So this one was a little bit more pricey, as I said, £13 a metre, because it is a viscose linen, or a linen viscose, don't know in which order. There's more viscose than linen, put it that way. And it is, I don't even know how to describe this. It's the most beautiful, not probably one of the most beautiful fabrics I have ever seen. Look at this, absolute gorgeous thing. oh my God, I just can't. It's just so beautiful. I love it so, so much. And I think that unfortunately, this fabric is going to go in the suitcase with all the other fabrics I can never sew because they're too beautiful. And it's very frustrating that I'm adding another fabric to this pile of fabrics because they're so pretty that I'm scared to cut into them. And I think this is going to be part of that group. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It definitely has the sort of like the linen texture, but you can feel it's not proper linen, but it's beautiful. It's so soft. I think I'm going to be so comfy in that dress. I just said dress. So I don't know whether I've got 4 meters, I think. So I can make a dress. I can make a long dress with no sleeves, for example. Or I can make trousers and a nice matching shirt. That would be also really nice. Let me know what you think in the comments below. In the comments below, please. I love this fabric. I just love it. I'm going to stop showing it to you because it hurts just knowing how much I love it and how I'm not going to sew it. It's bad. It's so, so bad. So that's it, guys. That's everything I bought at the Stitch Festival. I have not shown you a couple of bits and bobs I also bought for my sewing, basically. So I bought some blades for my rotary cutter, and I bought a couple of pens to try because I can't find the right pen for marking notches and things like that on your fabric. My friend said that she uses pins, and I think that's a really good one. Because the pin's not going anywhere and there's no risk of having any trace or anything. So I might give that a go. But I did buy a couple of pens to see if I could find anything that I liked. I bought a few off Amazon that are that removable with the iron. They're not the greatest. I don't think they're great quality. So I bought a couple of these. So that's the other bits I bought that. There's probably no point showing you. But this is everything I bought. I think I did really well compared to 2022. Now I'll put some pictures to show you how bad it was. That was just one show, not both shows, unfortunately. So my friend left the show before I did, and by the time she left, I only bought one fabric. And by the time I left, I had bought 5 more fabrics. So going with people is a great distraction because you are talking, you're having a good time, which we 100% did. I enjoyed it so much, not going on my own. But then it does distract you from buying stuff because I can't think because I'm having a conversation with someone. And that was great. She actually kept me from buying anything. And as soon as she left, I bought 5 fabrics. So out of the 6 I've shown you, 5 of them were bought within half an hour. But that's the problem because we had been wandering for 3 or 4 hours. So I know exactly which one I wanted, and I still wanted them by 4 o'clock. I still think it's a great way to shop because if you walk around and you force yourself to not buy anything just yet, there are things that you might end up not buying. And that did happen to me. There was a couple of things I would have bought straight away if I had not decided to wait after lunch. And then once we went back from lunch, I didn't really want them anymore. It's so weird how your brain works, how dopamine release works, isn't it? So strange. But anyway, I'm very happy with my little selection of fabrics. I love them. I know, except for a couple, I know exactly what I want to make out of them, which is great. As in, I know what type of garments I want to make out of them. I think that it's a great show. If you've never been, I definitely recommend you go. So as I said, there's one more show this year, which will be in October. But they've got 2 shows every year, one in March, one in October. And they're great. You don't have the same type of fabrics. The selection is different. You get more wintry fabrics in October. There's a lot of viscose at the show today, and a lot of cotton fabrics as well. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching all the stuff I bought at the Stitch Festival. I hope you had a great time at the show if you did go as well. I cannot wait for the October show. My friend and I have already decided that we're going. We're doing it again. We had such a great time. And I just cannot wait now. Yeah, I hope that you have a good rest of your day or your evening, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you soon. Bye.